Local News 8, covering the news that matters to you. Live from your news leader, Election Night 2024, only on Local News 8.
Good evening, I'm Todd Kuntz.
And I'm Linda Larson. Thanks for joining us on this election night. The Local News 8 team is on the ground throughout the region. We have reporters in Pocatello, Blackfoot, Idaho Falls, and Rexburg.
But first, the current numbers we have on the presidential election from the Idaho and Wyoming perspective. Check this out. Early reporting, of course, 37% in Idaho, but already been declared by some of the major news outlets that Donald Trump will win Idaho. Let's move over to Wyoming and see what we have there with our viewers and our voters in the Cowboy State. Cue Wyoming. Let's see it. That's it? Well, I'll tell you what, I've seen it already. Wyoming has gone to Donald Trump.
Yes.
Yeah. Not a lot of surprises there. We'll let you dissect that for us, but we want to bring on our special guest here for a little analysis, Dr. David Adler. He is the president of the Alturas Institute. That's in Idaho Falls. Let's go national. Why do you think the stakes, as they say, are so high this presidential election?
Well, the stakes are very high because there are two very different views about the future of the country. You had Kamala Harris espousing traditional and progressive views about the future of democracy. Donald Trump, on the other hand, is attached to authoritarian policies and would essentially depart from our tradition of democracy. So that's one. Stakes were high as well because it was Kamala Harris who was talking about trying to promote the interest of younger people and promoting gender equality through the advancement of women's rights. You had Donald Trump, who was denigrating and demonizing people of color. You had Kamala Harris talking in positive terms, trying to speak of a community coming together. Donald Trump, on the other hand, was promoting division. What's interesting is, above all else, is that the gender gap, I think, is going to reveal itself to be huge, 37, 38%. And this election is going to be studied for years as to why there's such a divide. Why is it that men and women see these grand issues so differently? Many people thought that, in fact, the abortion rights issue would drive Kamala Harris across the finish line. There would be enough. And there was good reason for that, because in those states over the last year or so where states had constitutional proposals to promote and to protect women's rights to abortion, in red states such as Kansas and Ohio, they prevailed. There was every reason to believe that those same sentiments would carry forward in this election. It doesn't appear to be happening. It's still early. We have not seen the results in the blue wall states. But right now, I think that Trump's numbers are mirroring his performance in 2016 when he defeated Hillary Clinton. And that augurs well for his election opportunities. It's not a good sign for Kamala Harris. And that, I think, reflects, again, this pronounced gender gap in the country.
Sure. And talking about the female vote carrying Kamala Harris across the finish line with the topic of abortion and women's rights, typically and historically perspective, women tend to vote more than men. Why?
Well, they are planners, they're organized, they take their lives seriously.
I guess we're done here.
There's the big reveal.
Linda, take over.
I'm taking over.
But what the big surprise may be this time is the turnout among men.
Men have shown up.
Among men. I think it may be that men have turned out. They've done some early voting, they've showed out on election day. Again, we have to see the final numbers. But in effect, that may be what carries the day for Trump, if in fact he should prevail.
Maybe it was the prodding of their wives that said, go vote.
They said, get out there, get it done.
Right.
All right, let's talk locally a little bit more. Prop 1, big issue here in Idaho. How much do you think that is driving the vote with the numbers that we're seeing as far as turnout?
I think that's an excellent question as well. I think that it reflects the strong views of the GOP establishment to maintaining the current system, which means maintaining its power structure. Anytime you take on the power structure of the establishment, you're facing very stiff headwinds. These are long odds for those. But there was a lot of support, not only among Democrats, but among some Republicans and independents for changing the way in which we proceed for primary elections and the general election in this state. not enough, apparently, according to these early numbers. And that raises the question of how, for many Idahoans who are frustrated by the far-right policies here in the state, particularly the draconian abortion laws that have threatened the lives of women and forced young women who have been pregnant to be airlifted out of the state. We've heard these horror stories. The question remains, how, if at all, can the structure of politics be changed? If this fails, then it's going to suggest, again, that the only way to change the power structure in the state is for moderate Republican voters to leave the GOP, join the Democratic Party, and create a new majority, isolating the far-right members of the GOP.
You can continue. You're great. Let's see those numbers. How about that? Prop 1. We're talking about Prop 1 here, yes and no. We would like to see what the current numbers are. Here we go. So that's what you're talking about there, Dr. Adler. It looks like right now the no's winning out by a pretty hefty margin.
It looks like it's 2-1.
Sure.
In the end, it may be 60-40, which of course would reflect a lot of the statewide elections in this state, right? Where Democrats look to win 34 to maybe 40% of the election.
Okay. All right. Thanks for your
All right,
perspective.
thanks for that. Now, with that, the national conventions for Republicans and Democrats happened months ago. As we've talked to Idaho Republican and Democrats across the region, there has been a clear energy about this presidential election, and since then, some party members and representatives are calling this unprecedented.
What do you think about the momentum ever since?
Actually, the momentum started right after the last election. But what's happened is the different states. I know groups in Arizona. I know groups in Pennsylvania. Cliff Maloney and his group, they have vowed to knock on 500,000 doors in Pennsylvania. Frankly, across the United States, the Republican Party has gained serious momentum.
Gained momentum would be an understatement. The amount of voter registration that we have seen from the moment that she was officially nominated to present has been unprecedented, frankly. The voter registration in ages 18 to 35, and particularly women, is really encouraging.
Okay, and with that, we've invited some students from Idaho State University to our studio today for a very unique perspective. We've got Emily Romani with the ISU College Republicans, and we have Maria Partida from the ISU College Democrats. We talked to you earlier. Thanks for staying with us tonight and hanging around. Let's get your perspective. Record voter turnout, early. You show up with your groups. Why is there so much interest in a younger voter?
I mean, from my experience, tabling at ISU twice a week, the issues that are on the ballot this year are just so immensely important that, I mean, it's incentivized. I mean, we have to show up, we have to participate, because these issues are going to affect our day-to-day lives, and I think younger voters are starting to understand that better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that students want to change. I think that's why we're seeing so many young people show up, especially early voting. They want to change. They want new blood. They want new people in power, and that's why they're showing up nationally and locally. They want to change.
What has been some of the topics that drew your attention? What are the hot button issues?
Yeah, the economy has been a huge issue. They want a stable economy. Inflation has been high. We're not happy with it. Housing is not stable. Prices, they're not happy with it. Also, international wars has been a huge topic. We see that affecting in our community, the tension, the instability. People are scared and they want a change in the system to ensure that internationally we're safe.
Echoed by the ISU Democrats?
Personally, I've gotten kind of slightly different issues. When I talk to young voters, their main issue is women's reproductive rights. Also, diversity and inclusion is also, I think, being threatened this year. So those issues are particularly the ones at the top of people's minds this year.
Okay.
So as you are talking to your constituents at the college level, the younger voters, what is it that you're doing to motivate them to stay involved?
Yeah, we're just encouraging them to get involved, be educated on every topic, have different platforms that you're going to, and really emphasizing how important this election is and how important every election is. I mean, we have people who have fought for our rights to vote, to be in this country, and just encouraging them and reminding them that we are here for a reason and we need to keep our freedom, and in order to do that, you need to vote.
Personally, I'm on campus twice a week for 4-hour stretches. I have informations, I have pamphlets on all of our candidates, not just federal candidates, but local as well, because I want young people to understand that it's not just federal elections that are important, it's local. Those are the ones that are going to affect your day-to-day lives. I have candidates, the Bandit County Dems, that have been amazing. They come and they table with me, they talk, they interact with voters, they get that one-on-one experience with their candidates, and I take their emails, I take their phone numbers, I do email reminders. I update them on bills, legislations that are important, and yeah. That's
so you're educating when you're tabling. That's
yeah.
Speaking of education, real quick, we'll let you go. Your majors are
Political science.
Political science. They should teach. They could teach us.
They could teach us. Like I said, I feel like we're in good hands with you guys out there getting that vote motivated and taking your place as well it should be in politics.
You guys are great. Don't be late to class tomorrow. We kept you up late. One last thing, go Bengals.
Yes.
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 All right. Thank you both for that. Real quick, you can view our current polling numbers on our website, localnews8.com. Just go to the drop-down menu. All you have to do is select the 2024 voter guide, and from there you will find a lot of useful resources like interactive graphics. There's the menu. You can play with those. You can zoom right into where you live, color-coded, all the help and resources you can find right there. Michael.
So it's been a chilly 24 hours thanks to a cold front exiting the region with the storm that rolled in yesterday. Not really a big storm as expected, but a lot of wind and also picking up on some scattered snow and cold temperatures. And as we take a look here at the Pocatello Farm Bureau Skycam, we've been seeing here cloud cover overhead, cold temperatures with us, but not a lot of snow action, and the winds are starting to die down as we go through the evening. The winds are also staying fairly low in speeds. Snow well to the east of our region here as we take a look at First Alert radar. We're currently at 33 in Idaho Falls, Blackfoot 32 in Pocatello, 24 in Jackson, and 34 in Boise. Wind speeds about 5 to 10 miles per hour in Idaho Falls, and we're getting that north wind at 10. We got north winds at 5 in Jackson, or I should say northwest winds at 5 in Jackson, and 11-mile-an-hour winds in Burley. Lows tonight down to the teens and 20s. When I get back with you in a bit, I am looking at temperatures staying pretty cold in here for tomorrow, and as we get into the rest of the week, more rain and snow showing up here in that 8-day forecast as we head into next week. So make sure you join me. We're going to have a quick weather forecast later in this news. For now, we'll send it back over to Todd and Linda.
All right, Michael, thanks a lot. Don't go too far. Part of the Idaho election process, security and preparations include stopping cyber attacks.
Now, Idaho's Secretary of State, Phil McGrain, told Local News 8 about a recent cyber attack. Now, while it was not on Idaho's elections, it shows our state is at risk.
We've had counties, thankfully not their election systems, but other systems in the counties disrupted. I think most notably recently Ada County and their dispatch center faced a cyber attack it caused disruption. Thankfully they were able to catch it and stop it. But those things are happening all the time.
McGrain's office is actively working with a team to monitor elections in case anything unexpected happens. Now, this is a collaborative effort between the Idaho State Police, the National Guard, and yes, the FBI, plus a cybersecurity agency.
Some of that is preventing cyber attacks from nation states like China, Russia, Iran. Other parts are just like monitoring the power grid and all the other operations to make sure that voting is going to go as smoothly as possible all across the entire state of Idaho today.
McGrain also said post-election audits are a security measure taken by his office. No major discrepancies were found in Idaho during the primary post-election audit.
All right, now let's take a look at how Proposition 1 is doing in the polls. So far, the majority is voting against it.
We'll put those numbers up here momentarily. I believe last we checked it was about 66-34.
Yeah, and now one of the biggest issues this election in Idaho has been Proposition 1. If it's passed, the proposal would completely change the way Idahoans vote. Eric Simpson's joining us in the studio now, and he is the former two-term legislator for District 32. Why do you think this has been such a hot-button topic?
Well, I think people have followed what's happened in other states that have implemented this ranked choice voting, and they've seen the results, which is Democrats get elected, and it's a wacky tabulation process that people don't understand. And it's good that we're going to keep our primaries the way they are, the way they were intended to be.
A couple of the states that have tried this are?
Alaska. In fact, what's on their ballot today is to repeal this measure. And it's in
So
Maine.
they've had it, and then they're choosing.
That's right. It's on their ballot today to repeal it.
To get rid of it. Okay.
Yep. And Maine has it. A number of states have it, and several municipalities across the country. So it is used pretty regularly throughout the country, but in conservative states like Maine, part of Maine, and Alaska, it's had disastrous results.
Okay.
What are you seeing as far as the elections that are happening nationally? You made some pretty good predictions about some big Republican numbers.
Right, and so the numbers are still really in Trump's favor. I think they just called Georgia for Trump. Pennsylvania, I think, will be next for Trump. He's going to win all the blue wall states. I believe he'll probably win Arizona and Nevada as well. Interestingly enough, Trump right now is at 232 electoral votes, maybe a little more. He's already equaled his 2020 total, and he's still got a lot of states to go. So my guess is he's going to finish up at 305, 312. It's going to be a landslide. He's going to win the national vote too. The popular vote.
And the popular as well.
Yep.
Do you think we'll know that by late tonight?
I'm not sure we'll know it by late tonight. I think potentially we'll know Pennsylvania and maybe another one of the blue wall states. I'm not so sure on Arizona because I think they're Pacific time, but we should know Nevada.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Arizona doesn't mess with this clock shifting back and forth. Love those guys. Okay. That's a different topic we can talk about.
Right.
Okay, Eric, thank you for that. I believe we've got some numbers here we'll take a look at right now again. This is Idaho Falls School District 91's supplemental levy.
If you see something interesting, share it with us. Upload pictures, videos, and any information to the Local News 8 app. Download the app today. Local News 8 is always on.
When disaster strikes, we at ServiceMaster Fire and Water Restoration are here to help. From mold, fire, flood, and wind to cleanup, remediation, and complete construction, we put the pieces back together like it never happened. Call ServiceMaster now.
We all dread mattress shopping, but at ProFit Mattress, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Hi, this is Joe. We're different than any other mattress store. We professionally fit you into the right mattress the first time.
First, we lay you down on our exclusive body mapping system that tells us what type of mattress support your unique body needs. Second, you find the correct Serta comfort level for you. 3, you sleep like a baby.
1, 2, 3, it's that easy.
So come to ProFit Mattress and let us professionally fit you into the right Serta mattress.
I'm here for my Halo therapy.
Well, that's awesome. But you're not going to need all that.
Hey, Alice, I'm just coming in to relax.
That's awesome, but you're not going to need all that.
All the relaxation and wellness benefits.
All the stress reduction and relaxation benefits.
Without all the hassle.
Now that's awesome relaxation.
Car wrecks, they're just stressful. Why not make life a little easier by choosing the body shop with the friendliest staff in town? At Classic Auto Collision Center, they treat you like their own family. Maybe it's because they are the third generation to run this body shop. Their roots are here in our community, and new customers soon become friends. Classic Auto Collision Center is on Lincoln Road, just east of Costco. Car wrecks are stressful enough. Let Classic Auto Collision Center help you through it.
Being voted as the #1 car wash in the state of Idaho is really a great accomplishment and achievement for our team, because it is difficult. There is really, really good competition for car washing in Idaho.
Our goal is to be the best car wash in Idaho and to give our customers the best possible outcome. We're not the entry-level group anymore. We've been here, we're established. We want to be that company that rises to the occasion for every customer every time they come.
Have a news story or a tip? Share it at localnews8.com.
Right now, Local News 8, Seth Ratliff and Sam Gelfand are live from the Republican and Democratic watch parties.
We will go to them soon at the heart of this election, but first, some watch parties are happening in Boise.
We'll see what happens, but I predict a Harris Walz win.
Idaho Democrats are at the Grove Hotel in Boise for that watch party tonight. Lauren Nicochea, House Representative and chair of the Idaho Democratic Party, is optimistic that Idaho Democrats will make a difference with this general election. She says that the party has been historically doing some fundraising and the interest in helping win those races for Democrats this election cycle. Now, the Democrats participated in door-to-door outreach, talking to voters about those key issues.
What we've really been focused on is reaching out to voters, and we estimate by the end of the night, when it's all we can tally all the numbers, that we'll have knocked on around 100,000 doors to have conversations with voters and get our message out.
She says going to the watch party will be the icing on the cake. Nicochea says that for the first time in decades, there is a Democrat running in every single legislative district.
Everybody, of course, for Trump to win. He will win Idaho, and he hopefully will win nationally.
And a Republican watch party is happening now at the Courtyard Marriott in Boise. Dorothy Moon, the chair of the Idaho Republican Party, is also commending her party's efforts to spread the word on Republican priorities.
We've been doing a lot. We have, every meet and greet we register voters. We attended the Western and East Idaho fairs, regional fairs, and registered tons of people to get out and vote. We have definitely gone door to door and encouraged people to register to vote. We put out welcome wagon bags, also with voter registration cards in them. So we have been extremely active for the past 2 years.
Moon says the watch party is a crowning achievement with a close look at who's winning local legislative races. A lot of planning was put into these watch parties across the state, some of which are happening in our region.
Yeah, let's go to one. Sam Gelfand is reporting live from the Bannock County GOP watch party at this hour. Sam, what's the energy like there right now?
Well, right now things have died down just a little bit. After all, it's getting a little bit late, but I was told that the turnout actually has been higher than expected at this watch party, and I was told that by Greg Yaden, the Bannock County GOP chairman. Now, Greg, let's talk a little bit about tonight so far. Right now we're seeing good results for the Republicans in the national races and in the big state stuff like Proposition 1. What does that say about this area?
We're encouraged. I mean, I know we had a great turnout for this election. We're encouraged with the Prop 1 showing that it's defeated thus far. So we're encouraged. We think that means good things for our candidates. We've got them here. We're anxiously awaiting final numbers.
Now, the initial numbers for some of the state races, specifically state representatives in District 29, leaning just slightly Democrat. Why do you think that is?
I think just that early vote. They got the early turnout there, but we're hopeful that it's going to turn the tide here just in a few moments.
Now, speaking of Bannock County, a real unique case. It's one of the only counties in East Idaho, if not the only county, that's more on the purple side. Does that change your job at all?
Well, there's a lot of hard work to do here, so we've locked knocked a lot of doors. We made a lot of phone calls. So it does take a lot of work on our part to get the word out.
Is any of that different maybe than some of the other more red-leaning counties that we have in this area?
I think everybody's working hard. You've seen the sine waves. We had one here last night, but it takes that personal contact, that knock on the doors to get the job done.
So as the night goes on, we're getting more and more of those results. What's the feeling for you and maybe just in general in this room?
I think everybody's got good feelings. Of course, you don't like to be down early, but I think with the turnout, we're hoping for good things.
And let's circle back to Proposition 1 real quick about the change in possible ranked choice voting and the change in the primary system. Why do you think it's so important for Republicans to be voting no on it?
Yeah, we believe that it's one man, one vote. And in no case should your last rank be considered your vote. And so we oppose it. We think ranked choice voting will just ruin the state of Idaho.
Well, so far it looks like things are working out pretty well for you guys. Of course, we're pretty still well attended here in this watch party. And are you encouraged by the attendance here?
Oh, it's been great. We had to set up some more tables, and there's a good vibe in here tonight. So we're feeling good.
Bannock County GOP looking pretty good right now, at least in this room. Sam Gelfand reporting live in Pocatello. Let's send it back to Todd and Linda.
All right, thank you for that, Sam. Now to Seth Ratliff, who is at the Democratic Watch Party in Idaho Falls. Seth, what are you seeing?
Well, Linda, we are seeing things wrap down here at the Democratic Watch Party in Idaho Falls, here at the Hart Event Center. And we've also received some results from the polling stations in Bonneville County. They are complete now. For the race for District Seat 32B, Wendy Horman wins with about 78% of the vote. And in a much closer race, Barbara Ehart wins with 63.1% of the vote in District 33A. Those were the two district seats for the House of Representatives in Idaho. And with those over, all eyes have now turned to the general election as they continue to wait for the actual results out of the remaining states. Now, we still have a couple hours away until that's actually called, but the eyes here, once again, the people are on the edge of their seats as they're waiting for those results and as they're wondering who will be the next president, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. We will have those results on localnews8.com, and I'm sure that you, Todd, and Linda are keeping track of those. But for now in Idaho Falls, Seth Ratliff, Local News 8.
All right. Thanks a lot for that, Seth. So to wrap that up, let's go to the couple of numbers that both of our reporters were talking about at that watch party. We'll start with the numbers coming out of Bonneville County. I'll let you look at those. Carl Casperson at 75% over Jan Brown. Wendy Horman, as was mentioned, wins out. 78% of the vote. 55% of the precincts reporting, however. And as Seth mentioned, Barbara Ehart over Miranda Marquette, 63-37 at this point, 60% of the precincts reporting a comfortable margin there.
All right, now let's take a look at some of those numbers that are coming out of Bannock County as well. For the prosecuting attorney, Ian Johnson got a slight lead over Jennifer Call, 54% to 46%. Ken Bullock winning over Tamara Code, that number 55% to 45%. That is Bannock County Commissioner District 3 with 32% of the precincts reporting. All right, we'll be back with more numbers and more election coverage right after this.
This Skycam Network, sponsored by
Ted Jenkins, where cars and trucks really do cost less. 880 West Broadway in Idaho Falls.
Wilkes Funeral Homes, with 2 locations to serve you.
Gables Assisted Living and Memory Care. Excellence in care from our family to yours.
Hey, where's your brother? It's time to shoot our new Meter family of dealerships commercial.
He's not coming.
What do you mean he's not coming?
He's on strike.
He can't go on strike.
He says he wants more money.
We don't get paid for doing commercials.
Exactly.
It's a privilege.
He said, privilege don't put games in the computer.
What did he say about losing all of his privileges?
He says it's for the greater good.
Lincoln Phillip Meter?
Guess you gotta know when to plant your flag.
Celebrating 45 years of doing business in Pocatello.
Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Alpine Castle Lake Insurance in Idaho Falls if auto owners make sense for you.
At Madison Health, it's not just about delivering babies. It's about providing personalized care tailored to your needs. Our compassionate team ensures you feel empowered and confident throughout your pregnancy and delivery. Madison Health, where compassionate care meets the joy of new beginnings. Because we believe that bringing new life into this world should be a celebration of love, health, and choice. Madison Health.
We haven't had a chance to talk since you've been back.
I want to support you, but it's difficult when you're so far away.
I'm leaving for Boston in a few days.
Is that what you really want?
Will it bother you not having a plan?
Life's got a way of showing you what your next move's gonna be.
What about your feelings for Cal? What feelings? Andrew and I make sense. You sure about that?
Sullivan's Crossing. New episode Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Hey, I'm Kaylee Galaviz.
And I'm Jeff Roper. Thanks for voting for us.
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully you got your chance to vote. Wake up with us 5 a.m. tomorrow. We'll give you the latest on those election updates.
We're tracking the weather too. There's better weather coming, and some people in Ammon are confused at 6:25. I'll tell you more.
ABC Election Night.
When we fight, we win. We will soon be a great nation again.
Who will be your next president? Election Night. This is where America turns for answers. ABC Election Night Live.
And now your first alert weather.
Pretty cold outside, and we've been seeing dropping temperatures thanks to this cold front that moved through yesterday evening and early this morning. We got a few flurries, a few flakes out there, but everything's pretty much drying up now. Light winds in Pocatello, 6 miles an hour, 32 degrees. 24 in Jackson. Still got a few flurries here in far eastern Idaho and western Wyoming tonight. Cold front now making its way through New Mexico and Arizona, and scattered snow wrapping in here across portions of the Rocky Mountains tonight. Now, on the backside of the cold front, we're still going to be on the cold side of the jet stream, grabbing onto that cold Canadian air, keeping our temperatures well below average as we get through tomorrow and for pretty much the rest of the week. We'll try to nudge in some high pressure here, but it's real futile effort. We're really not going to warm up all that much. We'll get to the 40s and 50s by Saturday, but we quickly replace that high pressure with more storminess as we get into Sunday afternoon. A check of the future track tonight showing us that the snow that we picked up mostly in our mountain locations are quickly drying up. We're not really seeing anything here on the future track getting into Wednesday and Thursday. Just clearing skies and below average temperatures, with numbers getting into those 30s for highs, where normally high temperatures would be into the upper 40s for this time of the year. So we're about 10 degrees on average below the normal mark here, and that's what we're going to see as we swing across eastern Idaho and western Wyoming valleys. One thing also to note, of course, for the past 24 hours with that cold front blowing on through, we've had some gusty winds. Winds tomorrow are going to be lighter, but we're still going to have that afternoon breeze, so the wind chill is going to be a factor in your comfort level, with the numbers feeling more like 20 degrees as opposed to 30 degrees outside. We got 34 for the expected high tomorrow in Soda Springs, 39 in Preston, lows down to the teens and 20s tonight. Rexburg with the high of 37, 37 in St. Anthony, 31 for Driggs, 33 in Jackson, and 30 in Island Park. Jackson's 8-day forecast, sunny and temperatures staying cold with the upper 30s for Thursday and some single-digit lows. We do warm it slightly into the mid-40s by Friday and Saturday, with scattered snow to take us into next week. We take a look at central Idaho, 40 for Chalice, 37 in Stanley. Stanley down to 1 below zero tonight. Pretty typical for the cold temperatures in the Stanley Basin. Salmon will be back to the 40s by Thursday, 50s by Friday, and then we have rain and snow taking us into next week there, with scattered rounds of wet weather to take us into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Take a look at the Snake River Plain with Idaho Falls at 39. Same for Rigby, Blackfoot, and Pocatello. When we get a cold front like we had last night, it equalizes those temperatures, so you really don't see much of a difference. We're going to be looking at numbers warming up slightly as we go towards the weekend, but we're really not going to see a big warm up anytime soon. Pocatello, we're talking 41 for Thursday, 46 for Friday, sunny and dry to get us to the end of the work week. A few clouds over the weekend. We'll drag in some rain and snow with another storm system from the west. That's going to happen late Sunday into Monday and Tuesday. Friday. Idaho Falls, 39 degrees for the expected high, and lows down to the teens, getting awfully cold at night here. And then as we head to Friday and Saturday, we got temperatures back to the 40s for Friday, Saturday with partly cloudy skies. Rain and snow to take us into Monday, Tuesday of next week, and temperatures towards the middle of next week also once again falling thanks to the next storm system. We'll send it back over to Todd and Linda.
All right, Michael, thank you for that. As we go to break right now, we'll leave you with some of the numbers we have from the presidential race.
Getting away from it all can be harder than it looks. But behind the wheel of a Ford SUV, you have the versatility and capability to take on almost any challenge and find your own secret spot to experience. Don't worry, we won't tell. Lease Bronco Sport for $299 a month or Bronco for $399 a month or buy with low 2.9% financing.
The Idaho Lottery's $1 million raffle features not one, but two $1 million winners. So, who's ready to win $1 million? The best odds just got better.
Hey, Leanne here with Fit Fast for Health. With our 3 full-length beds, your entire body benefits from the red light therapy. Just listen to what some of our clients have to say.
Fit Fast for Health has really made a difference for me. I've had shoulder issues and knee and ankle and a lot of swelling, and so I wasn't able to move. Coming here from Pocatello has been so worth the drive. I can't recommend Fit Fast for Health enough.
Call Fit Fast for Health for your free consultation, 1 red light session, and body analysis. I can't wait to meet you.
We're busy here at Hidden Treasures every day, and here's why. We do things different than other furniture stores. It's reclining and dining season here at Hidden Treasures. We have every type of recliner you could ever possibly want. We have the lift recliners, power recliners, gliding recliners, rocking recliners, with over 300 in stock starting at $299. We have over 120 dining room sets in stock. We have what you want, we have what you need. It's time to come in and get your dining room set for the holiday season. Bring your trucks and trailers, or deliveries available at Hidden Treasures in Shelley.
Thank you for watching Local News 8. Your local news is now available on any of these streaming services and devices.
When you hold a Smith & Wesson, you hold an American tradition of over 107 years. Our dedication to superior craftsmanship and continual improvement has empowered generations of Americans and continues to lead us as we blaze new trails into the future. Some things only last a lifetime.
Smith & Wesson by Guns & Gear in Idaho Falls.
Welcome back. We are seeing some of those numbers coming in fast and furious now with some very tight races throughout the region. Let's check in with Bingham County.
Sam Ross is at the county elections office in Blackfoot, where voters have been turning out in big numbers all day.
We're here at the Bingham County Courthouse. Right behind me is the Bingham County Elections Office. Bingham County is continuing the trend that's going on all over the state, which is high voter turnout. We visited a few polling places earlier, and even as the polls closed at 8 o'clock, there were still lines down the hall of voters waiting to cast their vote. We caught up with the Bingham County clerk about the high voter turnout and why she thinks this election is bringing so many people to the polls.
Whether it's the presidential election or Proposition 1, we're not really sure. But I just admire people that they're willing to wait in line an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Like I said, the polling places have officially closed as of 8 o'clock, and now begins the hard work of counting. Local News 8 will keep you updated on the numbers here in Bingham County and throughout the state. In Blackfoot, Sam Ross, Local News 8.
All right, Sam, thanks for that. Yes, they are furiously counting in Bingham County. One of the races closely watched is the incumbent sheriff, Sheriff Jeff Gardner, with a very comfortable lead at 85% of the vote and 64% of the precincts reporting so far. And I believe that would be the latest up-to-date numbers we have out of Bingham County.